Hello all, Project Wargaming back with an update on the board. So I worked pretty feverishly over the last 24 hours to get the board all painted as far as the surface of the, I guess, park area goes, the grass area. So just want to walk you through how I have done that and given myself some various textures. You can see that when I took the tape off that some parts came up. Certainly some on the pink, which is no problem because this area is going to be covered with magnet sheet. But you can definitely see like the roads especially. Like that did not work. Did not work very well. So this was poster board and paint. And then even with just putting the painter's tape down, like lots of it tore up. Not terribly concerned about that because I have plenty of paint to go around. It's kind of this gray shade that I got mixed up. So that's my base. All I got to do is just go in and paint that up. It'll actually kind of give the road maybe a little nicer texture and certainly make it look like it has been abused over time. But anyways, so you saw how I put the main texture onto the board with the grout. And then what I did next was after that dried and adhered, I came in and gave it a couple different coats of paint. So first one was this this base coat. So I base coated all of it with this this color here, this green Army Painter. Really covered well. Very happy with that. Then I came in with two other kinds of colors. So the green camouflage and Rust-Oleum, and then the tan or beige can and Rust-Oleum. So just came in and knocked that down a bit in different areas just to bring in some highlights and go from there. So I try to work in threes, at least in colors, at least three colors and three textures whenever I build stuff up. After that, I came in and just dry brushed it with kind of a lighter green, actually two different colors of greens, again, just to kind of give a little bit of different shade. And that kind of gave me a good base to then come in and actually flock the whole table. So woodland scenic stuff, but it is my own mix as far as the scenics go. So both of them are kind of like the base color of flock that you get, like the big old tins, like the green, and then the brownish one. I mix in some smaller little clump foliage. I forget what they call it. It's almost like little bushes. And then I also mix in some static grass into both types. And then I kind of spread that around and did it in different areas and all that. And then after that, I let that dry, sprayed it down with scenic glue, let everything really adhere. And then after that dried, I came in and kind of brushed that off so the excess was off. And then I put down some static grass itself. This is a mix of woodland scenics of some kind of the browner, beigeur, tanner shades. And then this, I think, is knock. It's the greener kind of brighter mix that they have. So that's how I base coated basically the whole entire board. Very happy with how that has come out. I want to kind of give you a larger overview of the whole board. So I think when you get away from it, it really pops out and just is a nice variation all across the board. Now, some of you might be excited like I am because you can actually see that I have printed off the Reichstag. 3D printed that. Took about a day and a half to get all the prints done. I need to come in and put them onto the magnet sheet and everything. But pretty happy with that model. One thing on it was I thought about putting some inner because there's like these little inner chambers here, but I want to have space for players to kind of move the figures inside there. I might actually even make this removable just to allow some better play with that. You can definitely see how it came up when you took up the tape. Another model that I'm really proud of is the Victory Tower, Victory Column. So put this model up on Thingiverse, found this angel from some other guy on Thingiverse. The link is in my Thingiverse page. Printed it off and stuck it all together. Very happy with how that has turned out for sure. So pretty hard to get it focused there, but let's try. A little better. So you can see it's actually carrying a torch. It's not the exact angel that's on the Victory Column, but certainly does the job and certainly works. And then just textured plastistruck there. Over here you can see that I have gotten some of the table with the magnet sheets on. I have adhered the tower to magnet and card, and you can see that it holds on there pretty well. So not going anywhere. This gives you kind of an idea of what I'm going to be doing. I'll break that up and go from there. Forgot that I needed to print another bridge, so that's being printed right now. But yeah, I've also come in and painted up the rivers. A little dark, but I'm not terribly worried about it. I might brighten these spaces up a little bit more, but I think it'll do the job. You get some resin on top of there and it'll be fine. And then you put a little bit of Mod Podge on top of that to give you the ripply effect. I think it'll be shiny enough and everybody will know exactly what it is. So anyways, very happy with how it's come out. I am currently just putting the UV stuff on, or finishing off the Brandenburg Gate prints in the UV cure. And yeah, so that's the next kind of model. But the Brandenburg Gate and the Reichstag, they're both RAU buildings that I purchased the 3D models for. And this is like the 6mm scale, but actually scaled down to like 60%. So doing the Reichstag in full 6mm scale was just not going to work. It was going to occupy way too much space on the board. I even had to actually remove one of the roads that passes through there. You can barely see it underneath the Reichstag there, but it does the job. So happy with that. So yeah, gonna work on this, get the roads painted and get everything lined up and just keep chucking away at it. So kind of a longer video, but you can see that I got a lot more done. So that's it. We'll talk to you later.